Crazy Rich Asians is directed by John M. Chu, and this film stars Constance Wu as Rachel, an ambitious economics professor who has been dating this guy named Nick for about a year. And when Nick's best friend is getting married back home in Singapore, he invites Rachel to meet his family. However, unbeknownst to her, Nick is part of an incredibly wealthy family extending back for generations, and it is because of this that Rachel clashes with members of his family because she comes from a much more common background. If I'm being honest, this wasn't really a film that was on my radar prior to its release. This director's track record is less than impressive, helming films such as G.I. Joe, Retaliation, Now You See Me 2, as well as Jim and the Holograms. But the fact that this is based off of a best-selling novel, and the fact that this is the first Western-produced film in 25 years to be comprised of an entirely Asian cast, that's reason enough to pique my interest. And I think for the most part, Crazy Rich Asians is a completely enjoyable film. This is a very heartfelt and very sweet movie that has a really terrific cast. The biggest highlight of this film for myself is Constance Wu, who I wasn't too familiar with going into this film, but leaving it, she was by far my favorite aspect. In this film, she is incredibly charismatic, very charming. Her character demands a lot of sympathy from the audience, and it's because of her performance and the writing of her character that I did feel very sympathetic towards her. Henry Golding portrays her boyfriend in this film, and this appears to be his big screen debut, and I thought he too was very charming and also very dashing as well. I thought he and Constance had a lot of great chemistry together. I'd really like to see more of this guy in the future. I was very impressed with his work in this film. Michelle Yeoh portrays the mother in this film, and I thought she was another highlight, offering a very cold and hostile performance as this woman maybe trying a bit too hard to protect her son. Crazy Rich Asians also has a very impressive supporting cast with names like Awkwafina, who is really funny in this film, as well as Ken Jeong. Leaving Crazy Rich Asians, I think the biggest complaint that I have with this film is the fact that it is so incredibly cheesy and very cliche and has a lot of familiar tropes with the rom-com genre. When you think of the rom-com genre and you think of the tropes that inhabit that genre, this film is home to more than a few. And I don't think with this film that it's a deal breaker. I think you can still enjoy a lot of this movie in spite of it being so cheesy and really embracing a lot of tropes that you've seen in more than a couple rom-coms. Also, another aspect with Crazy Rich Asians that really didn't work for myself personally is the character Nick is presented with a predicament and a choice to make about his family and this girl that he loves. And for myself, I didn't feel it was as well realized as I would have liked it to be. This conflict inside of him is brought up, but I didn't feel that it was addressed in a way that was satisfying or that really fit the story. And in the end, it did come off as a bit of an afterthought. I'd say for the most part, I did enjoy Crazy Rich Asians. This film is a very sweet romantic comedy that, even though there are a lot of cheesy and cliche aspects of the film, I think a lot of people out there will still enjoy it despite its shortcomings. It has a terrific cast and a handful of funny moments, and I think that there will be a lot of people who will gravitate towards this film because they're looking for a movie that doesn't necessarily reinvent the wheel, but it embraces those cheesy aspects of the rom-com genre. I think there's a lot of people that will be looking for that in this film. So did you guys see Crazy Rich Asians? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, you can click on the link down below and subscribe to my channel to see more movie reviews and movie related things. And guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.